Dirtle Magic. Thank you for tuning in to Dirtle Magic. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell if you like the content you see here today, and leave a like and share the video with someone you might think is interested. Leaving those likes really helps us out, but another way to help us out is by using our TCG Player affiliate link below. If you're looking for singles, sealed product, or gaming accessories, please consider using our link to support the channel. We also have some playmats at inkgaming.com. Go ahead and hit the link in the description to check those out. Alright, let's grab some spells and dirtle with some magic. Hello and welcome back to Dirtle Magic. Today we're playing some more Tiamat, the Dragon God. Looking at our opening hand, one land doesn't cut it, so let's mulligan. New hand. Again, only one land. Expedition map. I mean, we have some land ramp and card draw, but this is not a deck where we can risk trying to draw another land. We'll have to mulligan again. One land again. Down to 5 we go. There we go. A bunch of lands. Let's go ahead and keep it. Alright. We have to discard 2 cards. Let's get rid of the Swords of Plowshares and a Plains. Not the best start for our game. Unfortunate. The first opponent with a Blighted Woodland into play is Alharu, Moldiah Ancestor. 1 red-green-white for legendary 3/3 Elf Spirit. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 target land you control becomes an XX elemental creature with trample and haste until the turn, where X is Alharu's power. It's still a land. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put 1/1 counter on target creature. A snow-covered plains into play for our next opponent, but it is going to roll over to us. We get Read the Bones. Cool, some card draw. Terramorphic Expanse, crack it. Let's go for a forest, just in case we get some more land search. We'll pass it off there. So our second opponent is partner pairing of Alharu, Solemn Ritualist, and Ardenn, Intrepid Archaeologist. Ardenn is 2 white for legendary 2/2 Chorus Scout. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may attach any number of ores and equipment you control to target permanent or player partner. And Alharu, Solemn Ritualist, is 4 white for legendary 3/3 Human Monk. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures. Whenever a non-token creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, create a 1/1 spirit token with flying. Oboon with a mountain into play, tapping it down and passing. And our last opponent with a swamp into play on their turn was Balthor the Defiled. 2 black for a legendary 2/2 Zombie Dwarf. Minion creatures get 1/1. Black, and exile this. Each player returns all black and red creature cards from their graveyard to the battlefield. The partner player with another snow-covered plains into play and passing it off. To our turn, spectator seeding. At least we're getting some lands. Let's play it and get down the Felwar Stone. And that's it for this turn. Balthor with just a swamp into play. Alharu with just a mountain. Partner player's turn sees Corehaven followed by Ardenn, Intrepid Archaeologist. He will trigger for the first time this game, but there's nothing to do with it. Our turn gives us a swamp. Let's go ahead and play it and do Read the Bones. We get Boneyard Scourge and Evolving Wilds. I think, yeah, we could probably do this. Let's go ahead and keep both. And we'll pass it off. Nothing to play at 1. We have a 4-drop dragon and a 5-drop dragon. And hopefully we'll run into some more card draw. Finally seeing it, by the way. Although our commander does technically draw us 5 cards, which is always nice. To Balthor with Ayara, First of Lothwain. She triggers. Each opponent will lose 1 life and they'll gain 1 life. This is probably going to happen a lot. To be fair, if they fill up their graveyard and get her back out, that is going to be a ton of life loss. Oh, our opponent quits the game. That's a sad face. I wonder why. Guess they weren't getting the lands they needed. Partner player with Fiend Hunter into play, Ayara is going to get exiled. Our turn sees a Sea of Clouds. Let's go Evolving Wilds and crack it for an island. Then we'll go ahead and get down the Boneyard Scourge. And we'll pass it there. Balthor's turn sees Damnation. Okay, they get Ayara back. That's a little bit unfortunate for us. We'll be bled again for 1, going down to 36. The partner player's turn sees Palace Jailer coming down, so a lot of enter the battlefield exile something kind of things. Okay, that might get a little bit tedious. They do also become the Monarch, and Ayara goes for another trip. Our turn gives us Nicol Bolas. Maybe save that for later. Let's play Sea of Clouds and get down the Icefall Regent. When it comes into play, we will tap down the Palace Jailer. It won't untap during the opponent's untap step. Let's pass it off. To Balthor's turn, Cabal's Stronghold into play. That's not good. Right now, I believe it nets them just 1 extra mana, and they have Greed coming down for some card draw. Greed is activated. They'll lose 2 life and draw a card. Over to the partner player. We have a sad robot coming down, but he's so shiny. Followed by Kami of False Hope. Sacrifice it, fog something. They still retain the Monarchy, a card draw for them. we get Yosei the Morning Star. Let's play Plains. Do we want to play our commander right now? Let's go ahead and play Nicobolus first, I think. Each opponent will have to discard a card. And then we'll probably just go ahead and take the Monarchy for now with the Icefall Regent. Go into attacks. Attack the partner player. Nothing personal, I just like to wear the hat. Call Me a False Hope does the fogging. That's fine, they can get rid of it. No hat for us though, that's a sad face. We'll pass it there. To Balthor's turn, another swamp into play. So slowly eking out a little bit more advantage on the mana, but what do they have in hand? 4 cards after the draw and the land play. Let's see what they're going to do with it. First they activate Cabal Stronghold. Then will they play something? They do Priest of Gix. When there's the battlefield, they get all that mana back. It's Bolas's Citadel. Eh boy. They activate Greed to draw a card. They are down to 36, 3 cards in hand. It's Cryptcast off the top, down to 32. Over to the partner player. Yet another snow-covered plains into play. Apparently, this doesn't untap at all. That's nice to know. It's Sun Titan. And Call Me a False Hope, I wager, or Fiend Hunter. Pariah, I guess, could be good. They are getting Pariah back, okay. What will they put it on? They put it on Cryptcast. Nicely done. They get another hat trigger. To our turn, we get a swamp. Let's go ahead and play one. And let's go ahead and play our commander. Tiamat, the Dragon God, into play. Let's look for some dragon cards and spin a tale of woe. Let's get Solomgar, Teneb, Scalelord Reckoner, Scourge of Valkus, and I think maybe, yeah, let's go ahead and get Bladewing the Risen. I do like to recur all the dragons. And let's go to attacks. We'll attack Nicobolus off into the partner player and Icefall Regent off into Balthor. The partner player won't actually get hit for any damage, it'll just kill Cryptcast. Damage is good, Cryptcast is down, Balthor down to 28, let's pass it off. Balthor's turn sees Leaden Mirror come down. They are down to 26, that was off Bolas's Citadel. Dread Presence, they're down to 22. And Feed the Swarm to destroy the Sun Titan. They go down to 20 and then take 6 more from Feed the Swarm, they're down to 14. Balthor activates Greed. Yeah, kind of Revenant into play. So, more swamps get an extra mana. I wonder if they have something like Torment of Hailfire or Exsanguinate in hand. That would be pretty bad. Over to the partner player, Balthor is down to 6 after their turn is over. I mean, Scourge of Valkus plus another dragon and we could potentially kill them. But I am somewhat concerned with all that mana they have up. Let's see what the partner player does this turn. They have a lot of prevent and damage type of effects, which isn't good for us. Parallax Wave. Okay. Exile target creature. When it leaves the battlefield, each player returns to the battlefield all cards exiled by Parallax Wave. It does have Fading 5. They can remove a counter from it to exile something at instant speed. Something a bit overlooked, I think. They get another hat trigger, and conveniently they have enough mana up for Core Haven, which means attacking them is going to be a pain in the butt. We have a response at end of turn, looks like out of Balthor. Price of Fame destroying Tiamat. That's unfortunate. And we cannot pay to get our Boneyard Scourge back. That's a sad face. We'll leave Tiamat in the graveyard. That's fine. To our turn, we get Commander Sphere. Let's play a swamp. I think right here we'll play Scalelord Reckoner. I don't want to commit to recurring our commander just yet. We do have a full hand of creatures. And then I guess we'll just play Commander Sphere and go to attacks. Let's use Nicobolus to attack into the partner player. They'll probably just Core Haven it away or just take the 4. They could also possibly exile it, but then we get to blow up one of their things. Yep, Core Haven activation. They'll prevent the combat damage to it. But we get a Scalelord trigger, which is something I was hoping for. Unfortunately, we can only destroy something that's not on land. Let's attempt to destroy the Parallax Wave. They could try to exile stuff and have it all come back into play. Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. And there goes the sad robot. Parallax Wave triggers when it dies. Their stuff will come back. Yara will not. Parallax Wave triggers when it dies. Everything that was exiled will come back. But they also get to exile something else. It'll be the Scalelord. And we get to destroy something. Let's see what we can destroy. I guess we will destroy the sad robot. Sad robot triggers, they'll get to draw a card. They get to exile our Scalelord for now. Sad robot will get the Milan since it entered earlier, and Core Haven will prevent the damage from Nicobolus. And we'll pass it off there. Balthor's turn, we have a swamp into play. Dread Presence will trigger for the first time this game. I actually had this in Villas Broker of Blood, It was in a game I could have won, but I didn't want to blow up all their lands, but it's a pretty good card if you can get a bunch of swamps into play. The Palace Jailer goes away. Our Scale Lord is still in exile until we can become the Monarch. Razaketh the Foul-Blooded. Uh-oh. Tutory time. They sacrifice the Priest of Gix, slowly filling up their graveyard with things they can recur with their commander. They are still at 6 life, by the way. Dread Presence did gain them 2, and then they used 2 life to pay for Razaketh, so I just want to clarify that. Kokusho the Evening Star. And then a Swift Sacrifice to Razaketh, and they gain a bunch of life. We do have Kokusho in this deck. Ah yes, Kokusho. I remember when it was banned as a commander. We're down to 31, Balthor up to 14, the partner player down to 33. We have Sign in Blood, they'll lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. They are targeting themselves. It's Reanimate, what are they getting back? It's Kokusho. This might be a loop a couple times here. They're down to 4 life. I imagine sacrifice Kokusho again. And they do so. We will lose 5 more life. We're down to 26. Partner player down to 28. The Balthor player up to 12. Knight's Whisper. They draw 2 cards and lose 2 life again. They are down to 8. The Leaden Mirror gets the sack. They are down to 6. We have Dread Return. Okay. They are targeting Kokusho. We have an attack. Both of them are off into the partner player. That's fine with me. Our Scare Lord comes back because the partner player is no longer the Monarch. Ayara First of Loch Twain also comes back because it was exiled by the same effect. We each lose life. We are down to 25. The damage is good against the partner player. They are down to 20 after things resolve. The Balthor player up to 7. End of turn. The hat will trigger for Balthor. Over to the partner player. This game has wish-washed back and forth pretty readily. We have Emeria the Sky Ruin into play. Ugin the Spirit Dragon coming down. It's going to be some dragon on dragon on dragon violence, I feel. Let's see. It comes into play 7. To exile everything, they would... Well, they can't get rid of Razaketh. So, 6, leaving it at 1. We will be sad. I cannot see the loyalty. Yep, it's going to be 6. There goes all of our stuff. Sad face. Razaketh is activated. They are down to 5 on Balthor's side. Kokusho, the Evening Star, is going to trigger again. That also means Kokusho is saved from the exiling effect, which also means they can recur it and cycle it back through the Foul-Blooded. They also sacrifice the Revenant. There goes the Dread Presence. They'll tutor up another card. Down to 11 so far. Oh, they let Ayara go. That's interesting. All of our guys, of course, go to exile. It's a sad face. To our turn, we get Balaged Recovery. Yeah, I don't really want to use it just now. It's too bad we don't have enough mana for Scourge of Valkus and Dragonlord Silumgar. That would have been perfect, but we are 1 short, unfortunately. Let's play the backside of Balaged Recovery as a land. 2 bad came into play tapped. And then what do we want to do? I want to take Razaketh out of the way here. So let's play the Dragonlord Silumgar. And we'll take Razaketh. And then we'll sacrifice the Commander Sphere to draw a card. We get Dragon Speaker Shaman. Unfortunately, no red to cast it. Would be pretty helpful on the next turn, though. Let's go ahead and pass it off and see what's what. On Balthor's turn, we have Bubbling Muck. It's essentially High Tide, and if you're unfamiliar with both, it's blue or black. This one black specifically. Whenever a swamp is tapped for mana, it produces an extra black. High Tide is blue, does islands. Same thing. We have Living Death. Our creatures will be exiled. Our dead creatures will come back, which means we get to tutor out more dragons, and then the exiled creatures will go to the graveyard. Oh, I forgot. Tiamat says if we cast it. That's a bit of a sad face. Alright, well, I didn't want to have to discard cards, so that's fine. Good thing we also have Bladewing the Risen. That'll come in handy. Sun Titan will be bringing back Pariah. Pariah goes on to the Dread Presence. Palace Jailer will get rid of the Cryptcast. Fiend Hunter will get rid of the Revenant. And Priest of Gix will trigger, adding 3 black to the mana pool of Balthor. Hey, Swamp into play, Dread Presence will trigger. I imagine they'll be going after Fiend Hunter because they can't get back the Palace Jailered Cryptcast until they're not the Monarch anymore over on the partner player side. Oh, they are doing 2 damage at Tiamat. Okay. We have Caged Sun. Well, I am sick of seeing all the mana doublers in green. I didn't know I'd be trolled by the fates to see all the mana doubling in black. This is a little awkward. Toxic Deluge for 6. Tiamat's going to hit the bucket. We'll put her back in the command zone this time. Kokusho will trigger again. We'll lose 5 more life. Psalmsville Malacrum and Fiend Hunter will trigger. That means they're going to get back their Revenant, which means they get double mana again. And in and out through the revolving doors of death we go. The Balthor player is up to 17. We're down to 15. The partner player down to 10. Yep, this turned around pretty well for the Balthor player. Nicely played. We have Animate dead. They're getting back a Sun Titan. So what would they get back out of their graveyard, per se? Sun Titan is going to get back the Priest of Gix. They'll add black, black, black to their mana pool. It's Yawgmoth. Thrawn Physician coming down for Balthor. Uh-oh. That's probably not very good. Wayfarer's Bauble also coming down. We have Victimize. Okay. But which creature will they sacrifice is the question. I imagine it'll be the Priest. It is. Kokusho and Razaketh come back. This could be game pretty quick here. And there goes Kokusho again. We're down to 10. The partner player down to 5. Balthor at 25. And there's Exsanguinate. It had to happen eventually. The partner player is going to go down. We're going to be at 3. And frankly, I don't think we're getting out of this at all. There goes the partner player. Balthor back up to 39. Animate dead will trigger. The Sun Titan leaves because the player who actually owns the card has gone. To the end step, the hat will trigger for the Balthor player. To our turn, we get Dragon's Horde. That is not helpful. Let's go ahead and play the Dragon's Horde. And then I guess we'll do Yosei and call it a day. We're just not getting out of this one. So, most likely good game to our opponent. Dragon's Horde will trigger. Let's go ahead and draw a card and see if we get anything cool. It's Sign of the Ur Dragon. Might have been good. Let's pass it off. To Balthor's turn there. Straight to the attacks. Might as well. We can't block but one of them. Sudden Spoiling until end of turn. Creatures target player controls lose all abilities and are 0-2. Nope, not even going to block. Poor Yosei's already been neutered. I'm going to let it fly away free. You know, once it gets flying back anyway. And there we go, negative 17. Gotta give it to Balthor, they stayed in there. And there it is, 4 votes into Balthor for the win. 1 vote for the person who left early. Alright, good to show some people of support, I suppose. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. Alright, here's the deck. Shadrick's Silverquill is out. Did add Solemnguard the Drifting Death in its place. I thought this cost 5 mana, but it actually cost 6. Still a really good effect if we can get multiple dragons down, but a little bit disappointed in the 6 mana cost. Not much else to talk about here. Did not add any more sacrifice effects for the stars. I don't think it's really going to be necessary, per se. Maybe we could try cut them and get some more 4-drop dragons in the deck. That could be something we can do, although as you saw, Kokusho can do a lot of work if you can recur it. We just can't sacrifice it, so it's not really something the deck wants to be doing. We just want to be dragon beat down. Anyway, if you saw any cards that you want for yourself in paper, sealed product, or sleeves and accessories to protect all of that glory, please consider using the TCG Player affiliate link in the description below. It helps out the channel and doesn't cost you anything extra. Alright, on to the next game for Tiamat. First game, a very good performance. This game, we were a bit too slow. It's really hard to compete with all that double mana, triple mana, quadruple mana. But I think we hit all of our land drops pretty well. We were almost up to playing 2 dragons a turn even when there were 6 drops, so don't think there's anything too wrong with the deck, but we'll see how things go. Until that game, stay safe out there.